Houston, we have a problem. This is Steve with Real Progressives. The vote blue sycophants are out in droves right now. They are going around telling everyone, my God, watch out for the Trump fear porn. Oh my God, watch out for Donald Trump. And it is so over the top, so absolutely vapid and vacuous that it defies logic. Over and over again, everywhere I've gone, I've heard nothing but countless stuff about how Bernie was out stumping for Hillary's bullshit 125,000 and below education plan. And the fact of the matter is that Bernie, whatever he's doing, man, you knock yourself out, Brother Byrne. I'm not joining you on this mission. Hillary is a warmonger. She is the most awful human being that I have had to watch in front of a camera in my life, and I include Drumpf in that picture. Now, Donald Trump says an awful lot of horrible things. We've gone down this path many, many, many times. He says some really, really heinous things, and he's got some really, really, really bad ideas. But I swear on my life, if you guys have not studied anything about history, Hillary has done incredibly horrible things. So you got two choices. You know that whole binary thing, well, it's either Trump or it's Hillary? Wrong. It's either Jill or it's Trump. Now, I'm not going to vote for Trump, but it's either going to be that the freaking vote blues decide they want a progressive in the White House, or they end up forcing our hand. We vote for Jill, they get Trump. It's that simple. They can't win without us. And I see these former Burners saying, well, Bernie's out there stumping for Hillary. So for those people out there that get angry at the quote-unquote Bernie bashing, guess what? Bernie is making people, whether it's by force or whatever you want to call it, Bernie is making people vote for Hillary. I don't care why he's doing it. I don't care. I don't care whether that makes you sad. Bernie is making people vote for Hillary. So somebody has got to stop that. Somebody has got to run interference for that. And if you're too afraid to say, Bernie, stop that, then you are by extension supporting Hillary, whether you mean to or not. Do you understand me? Do you get that? Is that synapses in your brain working? Are all cylinders firing? Are you getting this? If you allow Bernie to go unchecked on the support for Hillary, you are by extension supporting Hillary. And the blood of her wars is on your hands as well. We have got to counter. You don't have to bash Bernie, whatever the hell that means. But you do have to say, abso-fucking-lutely not. You do have to say, no way. No way. And you have to slam, I mean, like pick them up and slam the shills who sit there and try and tell you how bad Trump is. Now, mind you, Trump is awful. I mean, we're not talking about good here, folks. Do not confuse what I'm saying at all. But I am telling you straight up, the only one in this bunch that actually drives a progressive platform is Jill. Beyond that, we are left to be an obstructionist, insurgent party blocking Donald Trump for 4 years until we get another shot at a progressive in 2020. The Democrats will not primary their own, so you will not be stuck with just 4 years of Hillary. You're going to get stuck with 8 years of Hillary. So you better think about this long and hard. You ready for 8 years of the shill lying, doing scandals, imposing all kinds of boundaries on us with the NSA? And I mean, I will not vote for her for any reason under the sun. For any reason under the sun. I know why I'm fighting. Do you? Are you such a afraid child, a scared little child, that you don't understand what happens if Hillary wins? For the next 8 years, and it will be 8 years, that's how this shit works. For the next 8 years, progressive politics will be completely on ice. You don't think Bob Kagan and Paul Wolfowitz and the Bush family are supporting her because she's not one of them, do you? I mean, seriously. Get it through your heads. If you support her, if you allow the Trump fear porn to push you over the edge, you're going to get 8 years of Bubba riding balanced budgets, destroying the economy. You're going to get 8 years of wars and more fertilizer on terrorists all around the world as we create new ones with her new, even more alpha, warhawk foreign policies. You will be responsible for that. Do not in any way, shape, or form think you're protecting anyone by blocking Trump, by supporting Hillary. You will be 1,000% responsible for every single accidental child death in a drone strike. Every one will be on your head. Not one of them will be on a Jill Stein supporter's head, because we have voted for the greater good. There is no such thing as a defensive vote. If you give up your right to vote for the right person, you are responsible. You are a murderer by proxy. There's that word again, murderer by proxy. So do not allow yourself to break your arm, patting yourself on the back, thinking you're doing something noble by supporting a known warhawk. You are doing nothing noble. Absolutely zero noble. In fact, the people that are awake know that you are the lowest form of scum when it comes to what you're doing, because your vote will in turn kill people. Imagine, again, if you will, the vote blues will come out in mass remembering that they are anti-war if Donald Trump tried to do anything. But the same pathetic lemmings will sit there and make excuses for Hillary for 4 to 8 years. They will call you a right-winger. They will limit anything you have to say. They will marginalize you, and they will triangulate against you, and they will cast you aside. They don't care about progressive issues at all. They don't even know what a progressive issue is. They just know fear porn. And that is a sign of patheticness. As a sign of ignorance. And it is not something to, in any way, shape, or form, give any form of refuge to. People are going to die from that pathetic decision. That shameful, low intellect, fear-mongering position. And it is shameful. It is an abomination to be so shallow, so thimble deep, so unwilling to investigate what the outcomes of each decision are. You're just running off fearful. You forget there's a Congress. Oh, but the Republicans have it. Well, 538 and everybody else is suggesting that not only are the Democrats going to win back the Senate, the issue is not whether or not the progressives will vote. Oh, we're going to vote. We'll be there in droves. We will vote for down-ticket progressives. But we will vote for Jill Stein. We will not support a warmongering, evil liar who is going to embarrass our nation. We will let the GOP implode, and we will block them. We will obstruct. That's right. We've learned the playbook. We have learned the playbook. You remember well, you can't blame Obama. He was cock-blocked by the GOP. They blocked him every which way he went. Well, if that's the case, if the minority party was able to block the great Obama, why in the world can't we block Trump? Think about it. It's ridiculous to suggest otherwise. Unless you're trying to say that they had more strength of conviction than we do. If you believe that, I got another thing for you. Trust me. My conviction is strong, and I'm going to keep this up as long as it takes to make sure your convictions are up too. There is no room for equivocators. There is no room for the shallow, thimble-deep people out there who are so easily led astray, that forget about Berta Caceres in Honduras, that forget about Libya, that forget about Yemen, that forget about Syria, that forget about Russia, that forget about Iran, that forget about her drug war hawk nature. There's no room for that. Too many people's lives are at stake. Get it through your head. Hillary never had my vote. She can't lose it. It wasn't hers to lose. She never had it to begin with. And Hillary will never have any real progressives vote either. She might have some faux-gressives, but not real progressives. Just remember that. No way could a real progressive support someone who sold fracking around the world. No way could a real progressive support someone who thought it was a thoughtful bill that took away welfare from single moms. No way could any real progressive think that a person that thought the crime bill of '94 was a smart bill. No way could someone believe that she is a progressive that supported marriage between a man and a woman, but thinking that gay marriage was somehow or another bad. And then all of a sudden flip-flopping years later when it fit her and act like she was always there. Just like the fight for 15. Anybody remember that lie? Folks, we are fighting for something real. Don't forget it. Trump is no more different than any other friggin' Republican you've ever seen. The difference is the left is awake this time. There'll be no capitulation and signing off for wars. They know that they're on notice, and they will not cave because we won't let them. We will take to the streets. They will not be able to drag us into war without our consent, and we will say no. Remember, real progressives don't go for war. Real progressives are not into divide and conquer. Real progressives are about making progress. And what she's doing is anything but progress. People like her are why Donald Trump even exists today. So you elect the cause of Donald Trump, really? And you call that progress? Never, ever, ever allow yourself to pat yourself on the back and break your arm because you think you've done something good supporting the shill. It's Jill or bust. And bust really, truly means bust this time. This is Steve with Real Progressives, hoping you stay strong, committed, and keep spreading the word. Thanks. Have a great day.